butterfly net is relevant because, as I'm sure some of you have heard, just recently the Andromeda Council, including their people leading the way from Procyon, have just finished clearing out the final Draco and Hydra reptilian undersea base. They started the search effort for this base on March 9th, just last month. They finally broke through about a quarter-mile thick energy force field. There was some considerable hand-to-hand fighting on a building-by-building basis. And the base was finally cleared out and shut down on March 30th, just a few days ago. Our people found an extensive operation going on there. There was 10,000 plus reptilian officers, military officers. There were 5,000 administrative and operational support workers. They also found 3,000 Cabal and Illuminati officers, which have been taken as prisoners. Now, here's the reason for the special report from Tanath regarding this operation called Butterfly Net. In retaliation for the people of Procyon and the Andromeda Council taking out their last undersea base, the people of Draco and Hydra, the reptilians, weren't too happy at all. And it's actually a serious matter. I will, if you will, hand over the floor to Tanath and let her describe that retaliation effort and what her people of the Silver Legion did to address that effort and neutralize a great part of it. Tanath?
We received intelligence that there would be a retaliation attack upon the Andromeda Council biospheres by specifically the Draco reptilian fleet. Our sources provided us information on 50 dreadnoughts. Dreadnoughts in the reptilian army are light attack cruisers manned by approximately 50 crew with room for up to 100 troops, marines, hand-to-hand fighters if you call them, or combat fighters. These 50 ships were being launched through a portal in the fourth dimension on the other side of Jupiter, the opposite side of Jupiter from Earth. They were hoping to capitalize on the fact that there's so much traffic going through that particular portal right now that people would miss the fact that these are Draco and not somebody else. And then they would drop into the third dimension, go to the Andromeda Council biospheres and fire special missiles that phase between the third and fourth dimension, thus rendering them difficult to target. Missiles designed to ship kill, in other words, designed to disrupt the life support capacities of the biosphere in order to take the technology intact, but kill all the people on board. They targeted 8 biospheres. It seems they either did not know of or know the locations of 2 others. And the attack was scheduled for April 2nd as we reckon time.
Sure.
So this was fairly recent.
What did your people encounter, when they came upon this? Well, how big was the fleet of ships that was sent on attack, on retaliation?
There were 50 ships. We first heard that there would be 40, and we knew that this could be upgraded. Now, one thing people need to realize is that information passes more or less instantly on that realm of reality, on that physical or non-physical existence.
Okay.
It becomes very much a case of, I know that you know that I know that you know that you know that I know sort of situation. So we knew that this attack was being launched. We told the Andromeda Council, who also knew that this attack was being launched. And furthermore, the Dracos knew that the Silver Legion knew, at the very least.
Okay.
And they also knew that we would be taking efforts to make sure that this attack did not have the intended consequences. Through the use of an insider, we managed to gain information on the blueprints of the ship, the layout, all of the critical points of basically the points of the ship that are most critical to preventing it from doing its intended task, and to disable the crew and put it on lockdown, so to speak. We developed 50 teams of 100 people. This was the largest simultaneous operation the Silver Legion has ever performed.
Wow.
Yes, that is 5,000 people were involved in this.
Wow.
A pretty significant chunk of our forces. Not all of them, naturally, but a fairly noticeable chunk. And we used novel teleportation techniques to get them on board, simultaneously on board every single ship of those. And the intention was to capture the ship, if possible, intact. If failing that, make sure it was destroyed without rendering any threat to the Andromeda Council.
Okay.
We were able to kill 30 ships, and able to capture 5 ships, and the other 15 were easily neutralized by the Andromeda Council because we did definitely weaken them. In the process, we lost 800 operatives, and are in the process of recovering them. Actually, at this point, we have recovered all but a handful.
Okay.
And I will explain recovery in another time. We don't really have the opportunity for that right now. We also had the entire strike force that was sent out was inflicted with various injuries and wounds, and not to mention parasites. Now, some of you...
Revolution ain't never gonna televise, kicking the mad whoa, microphone better tight, open your throat, I can see through the underground, I'm about to hit you with the screen, but